After being kicked out of a couple of places, we were looking for a place that we could make our own. A place for a scene of music, a bunch of musicians, a bunch of like-minded musicians.
This is my first gold record. I bought it on 2nd Avenue for $5. And
I don't see any Amy Winehouse record. I heard there was one.
there is one. Platinum record. That was the only place there was a spot at the moment. But I think one of the reasons why we've gotten, a handful of studio work over the years, and why a lot of pop artists and major label stuff have tried to come into these rooms and try to record with this group of people, is because you can't get that from studio musicians. And it's not because those guys aren't practicing. It's because they're not breathing together the way that we are.
Well, sometimes I go out by myself and I look across the water.
Play the funk beat for the first 4 bars of the B section, and then go back into your chorus beat you were playing before into the soul beat. So you don't have to...
Mark had a real good sense and understanding for what we do and why it works, and he wanted to do it at dap tone. He wanted me to arrange it, or the band to arrange it, and kind of asked us to do our thing with it.
He knows when things are going good and to keep his mouth shut.
The thing that really made that record work was his idea of kind of putting these elements together. Her songwriting with our arrangement and recording and musicianship, the sound of this band, and of the sound of the Dap-Kings, and then you kind of put it into this pop mixing, compressed sound, radio sound. That's where you kind of get that Amy Winehouse sound.
They tried to make me go to rehab. I said no. Yes, I've been black, but when I come back, no.
Yeah, we just didn't know what to expect. And, all of a sudden she shows up and she's just like this, little thing that loves to curse and shoot pool. And that's cool. We like to curse and shoot pool, too.
It's kind of a early 60s feeling, kind of shuffle and...
that kind of like... almost that early 60s girl group thing is very hard to pull off in these days. This band's pretty steeped in Motown, so it's not much of a jump to do that kind of stuff.
See, Mark had said something like, this is going to be a good big record, and we were all like, really? I'm a little surprised how big it was, to tell you the truth. I don't know if... Gabe and I have been asked this a bunch of times, like, don't you wish you signed her? And that never... I don't think we would have, we wouldn't have put that record out. No. I would have loved to have sold that many copies of that particular record, but no, it wasn't really our taste.
I don't know. I have no idea what this. I haven't played that song in so long. I don't remember it.
Here's a losing, self-professed.
But those were fun. We had good times on the road. Yeah, she's very much just a normal 23-year-old young lady. She mostly seemed to want to rather be, hanging out with her friends and with her boyfriend or shooting pool than to be locked in a bus on the other side of the world. But sometimes, you wind up locked in a bus on the other side of the world because that's the nature of our business.
She had a very musical mind. She wasn't just staggering through life drunk the way a lot of people try to pretend she was. This was also before that record sold a zillion copies.
Yeah,
and before she was pushed in the spotlight, before she had all those pressures.
It's just sad, It's you never want to see any, no child should die before their parents. And, she was too young, But I don't know.
We are